Hey, so welcome to episode 16 of EVE Online BattleBots. Today I'm just trying to do a little bit of combat. I was able to fit out my algos a little bit better. Um, let's just see here. And it's been running pretty well. I just did a uh, Angel Hideaway. Very simple. It's a simple set you can do. Let's just see here. There it is. If you ever want to see the different types of combat sites that you can pull up without scanning, these automatically pull up. You can go to eveuniversity.org / combat sites with a underscore in there. And right here's a nice little list. It'll give you the order, um, the difficult by tier in difficulty of the different sites. I just did a hideaway. I think there's a hidden hideaway here, so I'm going to do that next. I like to go as much in order of these as possible just to test out the ship that I have. So to see any of the combat sites here, you just pull up your um, probe scanner, and right in here are the different sites. As you can see here, I've got a hidden hideaway, which I'm going to go ahead and warp to. As you move up in these, you get tougher and tougher guys to fight. I have found that some of these sites, just pull this up before I get into the fight real quick. Some of these sites, sometimes depending on their configuration, because there's more than one configuration for each one, can be a little bit tougher than the ones below it. Like sometimes a hidden hideaway might actually be tougher than an angel burrow, especially the base ones. So an angel hideaway, all these extra ones sometimes can be a little bit tougher. So we just warped in. Let's get our drones out and going. I always like to take out the installations first, because if you don't take those out, the waves keep coming, but those still sit there. So I don't think you ever get another wave if you take out an installation. Second part, anytime there's a physical object in the area, I try to stay away from it. Because I can get hung up on it, and that will slow me down. Oh, I guess there does escalate. Alrighty. So I'm going to slowly move my way in on these guys here. Let's get them working. Big thing with drones are you want to keep an eye on them. Let's keep my local up and going here. Oh, want to keep an eye on your drones. I should have brought a couple extra with me just in case one of them dies. What I'd like to do at this point is just start circling, get my afterburner going, circling whatever items are that I can pick up. Let's keep an eye on this. Let's go ahead and get my shield booster going. See what we got in here. Well, this is going on. I'm not too worried just yet, so I am starting to get hit a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on the destroyers. Whoa. Let's get my drones in here. Probably was not paying as good attention as possible. So I pulled my drones in. They are pinging me down. I did not do that well at all. Alrighty. So whenever you have to warp off, always like to take a second and see what didn't go right and what could I upgrade. Well, I'm not using my web of fire here. Shield booster was going. Got some damage doing there. I wasn't firing my guns at all yet because I have short-ranged guns. So what I will do is swing back over to my station here real quick. Oops, I think this is not in the video scene ability. There we go. I don't know if you could have seen that. So, oops, I jumped to the wrong system. So what I'm thinking I might do is swing back over to the station, see if I can throw on something to increase my shield protection. Get rid of the web of fire. Maybe throw on some better explosive shield protection, and see how that works. I still don't have any rigs in here. I'm starting to collect some salvage so I can start making some rigs. So that'll be the next step. So anybody who's out there and is going, hey, you could fix that with some rigs. I'm like, yeah, I know I could fix that with some rigs. Taking my time. Good. I do kind of find it funny. Sometimes maybe I should explain things a little bit more at the beginning of my videos. Sometimes I get comments or questions from people, and they're like, "Why did you do this?" And then I say, "Well, if you watch the end of the video, I explain that." But maybe I should actually explain that at the beginning. So that's kind of my fault. So I'm going to just dock up here real quick, take a quick look. Okay, so we got that there. Got a bunch of stuff that I've collected over the last little while. Let's just drop everything off that we just got. Let's go ahead and stack all this. And I want to change out this web of fire. I don't need it. And I'm going to switch over. This is all the medium items that I have. Throw on an explosive. Now it's saying that I don't have enough room, so I need to work on those skills. But what I can do is try to mitigate that. So I wasn't firing any guns, so I could do that. And then is there anything I can throw into the low slot here? Counterbalance, no. Magnetic field, no, that's all bonus stuff. I don't think that armor repair would do. I could throw the armor repair on there, or I could throw on. That would maybe go faster, which would help my speed tanking. Nice thing with the speed tanking side of it, I don't have an extra drone damage, or I might throw that in there. But this will actually, just to show you here, my current speed is 346.3 with that on. So it gives me an extra about 40 meters per second, which can really help with my transversal. If you watch my previous video, it talks about that. We're going to try this one out. This is why I mess around. Might want to go with the armor repairer since I don't have another drone damage, but I never like to do two types of tank, or really I'd be doing three. Really need a new mouse. So let's get back out there. Let's go ahead and get this repaired. Get repair quote. Repair all. Good. And then, oh yeah, I need to make sure I throw in some extra drones just in case one of them dies. I've got it there, so I got 10 drones in there, ready to roll. Okay. Let's get going. Okay, asteroid belts. And just a little bit. Catalina. Good. 10 minutes, so that didn't take too long. See how this works. The nice thing about this, what I was trying to say earlier, is by doing the combat sites and going up one level at a time, you can work on your fit for each one. I knew I can do the hidden one. I know I can run a refuge with that. Oh, the other thing too is, while I'm flying here, I know that that fit that I just had is perfectly fine for doing an angel refuge. But it's not doing that well against this hidden hideaway. I think it's because of the number of guys who are coming at me at once. So let's go ahead and pull this back up. And we will warp to there. It's going to be a little bit more careful this time. Two warriors. Just doing a little bit of there we go. Let's get that up and running. The other thing too is I probably didn't want to be as close to them as I was. Let's get my local back up here. There we go. Keep an eye on the warriors. Make sure. Thing I'm doing here is just like anything else, I'm trying to take out the destroyers first because they've got the most guns. The other guys will probably get down on me quicker, but these guys here, I might be able to take out with my close range guns. Maybe not. It looks like I went right past them. What I'm really trying to do here is just make sure the guys that can do the damage. See, now I'm starting to get hit. Good. Okay, align to gate. Boy, these guys are... Gotta wait till my drones get in here, and that's the only problem with doing a drone boat. You can't just warp away whenever you want to. Especially if you've got expensive drones, you've got to wait for those drones to come in. So, wow, that did not do well for me. Good. So I'm only healing up my shields right now. I don't have a station here. I'd have to jump to another one and heal myself. Trying to think of another tactic would be to send the drones and then turn and go in the opposite direction. So that's what I'm not going to actually. I'm going to take a chance here, make it more interesting for the viewer. Wait for my capacitor to build up just a little bit here. I'm going to warp back in with the lower armor. Oops, let's get to a safe spot. I'm right on a gate. That is super dumb. Number one, never sit in low sec on a gate. Just asking to be shot. So I'm going to wait for my capacitor to get up here. But then I'm going to warp in, get within, I think my skills have me at 30 or 35k to send the drones in. As soon as my drones start hitting somebody, I'm going to get back out. I was able to take out a couple of the destroyers, but I'm going to take a little bit of a chance here because I don't have much armor left, but I don't feel like taking the time. The other nice thing is I've gotten all the blueprints to build the ship now. It's all a completely basic ship, just to show you. But everything on here is something that I built for this ship on my own, including the ship itself, the hull. It only cost 2.5 million ISK. So we're about halfway there. Let's go ahead and head on in. That's why the big thing I've found with playing Eve is you gotta have fun, and taking chances is fun. Now I'm not taking chances going after anybody in PvP, because this would be like kind of taking a Miata against a Corvette, um, or a Ferrari most of the time. Every once in a while you might run into another Miata, but you're never going to go against anything worse or worse than a Miata. So, okay, so we got everybody here. I'm looking for the closest guy, that guy right there. Let's get our drones out. Let's get our armor up. Let's get him engaged. There we go. And then I'm going to just head in one particular direction. There's one. So rather than going into the belly of the beast, I'm just letting my drones go to town here. Big thing here is I'm just letting my drones do their work. Basically kind of drone kiting. Kiting is long range shooting. Now he's going after a Depredator. He's going after a cruiser now. I don't want him to do that. I want them to take out and see where that warrior's starting to get hit right there. Keep an eye on him. Whoop. Let's bring him on in. Get back over here, buddy. And we will launch one of my non-hurt drones. Notice how they're not going after me now. A lot of them are focused on the drones. Engage that target. So, in other words, don't just go running in like I did a second ago. I tested that. Sometimes you can, if you're just trying to blast away because you know your ship is good enough. It's a good tactic the first time to do, as long as you know to get out as quickly as possible. That was dumb. Back over there and kill him. So that's something that you can do with your tactics with Eve. Number one, look at your fit, test it out, see how it does. Let's get these up here. Number two, what do you want to kill first? Now, I didn't go after these destroyers earlier because they were out of my range. Now, I did find out from playing it that I can go within 35k. Notice they haven't even touched me here. And once I kill off this other destroyer, I should be able to start focusing on these cruisers. Now, I was pinging away at one of them earlier. That guy right there. So now I'm going to try to close my range. It's this guy right here. He's already been damaged. So always focus on, don't let your drones get split up between multiple. Always take out one guy at a time if you can. Focus your firepower. But now I'm going to try to get in close enough to use my guns on him. Get a shield booster up. Getting in close, so the cruiser, it's tougher for the cruiser to hit me. See how it misses me? I have a lot of these guys shooting at me now, but now I can bring my guns to bear. Because they're very close range, 2200 is the fall off. So I'm not even on that one there. And we'll just move on to this next guy here. Always keeping an eye on local. Watch your capacitor. I'm down to 30% right now. I'm going to go ahead and shut off my booster. Try to gain some of that back. Fire the guns. Now the guns will take some capacitor too. So these are skills that I can work on. Some of the skills allow me to not use as much capacitor with my gun. He's almost dead, so we will go ahead and get ready to pounce on this guy here. I did not have my micro warp drive going, so I wasn't speed tanking there. Okay, these guys are starting to hit me a little bit. So I'm going to start boosting my shields. And let's try to kill him. The other thing, too, is they talk about 3 types of tanking. There's speed tanking, there's armor tanking, there's shield tanking, but I also like to call something kill tanking. If you kill something, it can't hurt you anymore. So focus your fire on one guy, if possible. Oh, man. You guys are probably laughing at me at this point. Every time I go out, I always think I need to get a new mouse. It's not like they're expensive. And I always forget. Oh, wow, there were some more guys who came in here. So I got to keep an eye out. Capacitor is low. When your capacitor is that low, align it. Get ready to jump if you have to. Because a bunch of these guys are here now. They were probably here earlier and I just wasn't paying attention. Go ahead and get my shield resistance back on. Good. All these guys are a pretty decent distance away. So what I can do is take my time. There they are right there. And let my stuff build up. Let's get the booster up and running. We can shut this off for a second while these guys are closing. We're going to turn it on right away once they get within range. Need them to be within 48 for... Just let them come. Get yourself healed up. Boost, 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 boost. Okay, I'm going to shut her off now. Because the last little bit I'm at 99%. I'm sorry, 95%. The last little bit should be able to come up while my capacitor is going up. So I got nothing running. Try to build that sucker up. And let's go take a chance. I like pushing the envelope here. 2, 3, 4. Gonna wait till they're within 35. Nobody's shooting at me yet, so I'm still waiting for my capacitor to go up. Go get him, boys. Still watching my local. Nobody's there. These guys are still locking me, but not attacking yet. So the more you can kill while you're doing that, the better. Last one. For the little guys. Last but not least, I think those guys separated out. Let's go get them focused on one guy. Get my guns up. Do a little bit more damage. 500 meters. With the afterburner on, I'll actually orbit him at about 1500, I think. Let's kill him. Anybody else here? No one else? Good, good, good. So, hopefully this will be the end of it. The big thing here is if I could suggest to anybody to record yourself playing, you don't have to post anything, but if you can ever record battles that you do, you can go back and look at them. For an example, let's go ahead and do this by distance. There we go. So I'm going to salvage this stuff. So while I'm doing that, I'll talk. At 25 minutes, but I don't care. This is important. So when this is done, I'm going to go back and look at it. Now, I'm sure you watching it, since you're not controlling things that are going on, I've seen a lot of mistakes that I've made. When I go back and watch it, I'll be able to see a lot of mistakes. And it always happens. You will always, 99% of the time, make mistakes. I look at it very similar to, I used to play online poker a lot. And this was years ago, and I was really pretty good. I didn't lose money. I gained some money. Live, I even did better. But the nice thing about online poker was you could actually go in and replay your hands and watch what happened and see whatever mistakes you were making. So what I can do is go back and watch this video and see, okay, number one, when I first went in straight at them, what happened? The second time when I went straight in at them with a better fit, how much longer did I last? Not a whole lot longer. Thirdly, whenever I took out their smaller guys first, how did that help out? Watching my capacitor, I didn't let that drop in. I do also want to see if there's a way that I can change my HUD, because I didn't know that that last wave of guys had come in, so they almost caught me off guard. So that's another thing. And I'm sure there's things out there that I'm not thinking of right now, like my range for my guns. Maybe I want to adjust that a little bit. And whether or not I want to go with both the shield booster and the shield hardener, or maybe something else in there. So many different things that you can do whenever you record something and rewatch it. Let's go ahead and get our stuff here. Loot. I was kind of hoping it would escalate so you'd have something fun there. But that would be my, if there's anything that you come away with from here, from this video, isn't what I did or how I did it, but a way you can get better yourself is by recording. And if you want to just record it, record your play, there's a lot of different ways, but there's an easy OBS Studio is what I use. It's a free download. I guess it's used by a ton of people. But that's pretty much it for today. It is way longer than normal, but this took a while. But I think there's a lot of good info for me and for others. Somebody calling me? Message. All right, fine. But hey, you guys have a great day, and fly safe or fly dangerously or fly however the heck you want. Alrighty, have a good one.